Hello, everyone, and welcome to Empower You Sports Birthday Success Training. I'm super excited to be able to help you guys have the most success at the birthday parties that you're having and make sure that you're having fun and, most importantly, all our kiddos are having a great time. Real quick, I just want to make sure that you note that our birthday parties are lead generating events. This means that we are inviting all these kiddos to Empower You Sports and they get to experience the awesome atmosphere and the fun that we get to have. And hopefully, their parents will see how great we are as well and be able to enroll one of their children into one of our awesome programs. This slide goes over our birthday party checklist. Everything here is listed that you may need to be able to get ready for the birthday party. Obviously, we have tables, tablecloths, chairs, good seating area for our parents. We want to make sure that we have the cake table set up. It looks awesome. We have our sword on there for our kiddos to be able to cut their cake with the sword, and our thumbs up trophies. So we are branding our thumbs up culture, as well as our sparkly table decorations. Make it look really festive and really fun. We want to make sure that our welcome sign is in the front and you're welcoming the birthday kid into their party. We also want to make sure that there's fun, appropriate music. So I like to use Kids Bop. We can connect through Bluetooth on our phone and use Spotify or Pandora to be able to pull up some kids appropriate music. Sometimes I'll even put on some Disney music just to make it a little bit different. We want to make sure that we have our balloons, blue and green, of course. We blow up at least one balloon for each child attending. And remember, some of them probably will pop. So you want to make sure that you blow up a couple extras. And if they do pop, a pro tip, make sure you're picking those pieces up right away so that it doesn't create a safety hazard. You want to make sure that you have some coloring sheets. If they are like Ninja or some fun Disney things we can do, or if you know what the theme is of the kiddos party, you can always print out some coloring sheets for that as well. We also want to make sure that we have our board for our birthday kiddo to break. I usually use just small 3-inch boards. They can do a hammer strike or a knee strike. It's a super easy technique and they feel super successful and awesome. Their friends can think they're super awesome too. In this slideshow, we also have our games, skills, and drills to go over, and our pre-party checklist and our post-party checklist. Go ahead and utilize this so that you guys can make sure that you are able to get everything together as well as clean up afterwards and leave the facility tour ready. Okay, also, real quick, in the next couple slides, I've given just a basic setup, where to put tables and chairs, an idea of where to put the sign and things like that. It just gives you a good visual. I have the Kenwood location as well as the Landon location, and make sure that you can maximize the space for as many kids as the birthday child is bringing. Our pre-party checklist, you want to make sure that you arrive at least 30 minutes prior to the party. Turn on the lights, sweep the floor if needed, check the bathrooms for cleanliness, set up our tables per the location setup. Tablecloths on all tables. If you don't have round tablecloths, that's okay. Just make sure the tables are really clean and don't have a lot of crayon marks or markings on them. Put coloring sheets and coloring bins on the rectangle tables for the kids. Blow up the balloons. Collect the items for the games and bring them to the front mat. We also want to make sure that We are not allowing the kids to just run around and play with the things on the mat or the equipment on the back mat. That is a safety issue, and so we want to make sure that they are safe and having fun. And then we go ahead and set up our speaker, set up your cake table, write happy birthday, birthday kid on the whiteboard. Try to be creative. I don't have the best handwriting, but it's always fun to make it look fun and exciting for them when they come in. You can always put a couple balloons on that as well to make it festive. Put your QR code and sign up list on the front desk. Parents will use that QR code to be able to sign in. If it doesn't work, which sometimes that happens too, just go ahead and have them put their name and email address. We just want to be able to thank them for coming, and we can only do that if we have their information. Also, we have our 30-day You Are Awesome certificates ready to put the kids' names on them with Sharpie. I, again, don't have the greatest handwriting, but make it look nice and neat so that they can bring that back for their free 30 days. And then just be ready to greet everyone. Put your smile on your face and just be ready to have a great time. Pro tip, have your phone available to take lots of great pictures for marketing purposes. Kids with thumbs up, big smiles, having a lot of fun are always great. Make sure you're paying attention to the background. If a kid is rolling around on the mat or climbing on a chair, probably not the best picture you want to take. Action shots are great also. We can always use those. And then just upload those to the Empower Team Facebook page and we can use those. Next, I want to go over quickly our party schedule. Typically, we want to discourage our parents from having the kiddos open their presents at the party. It just takes up a lot of time. And sometimes, if a kiddo gives a gift and other kids are not very nice about what they got, ooh, I don't like that, or those are stupid, or those are for babies, it kind of makes the kid who's giving the gift feel bad. So you want to kind of discourage the present opening time at the party. And a good way to do that is just let parents know we want to maximize the time that these kids get to have fun and play, and make sure that you help them load up their presents so that they can take them home and open them in private at home. The first 15 minutes are just meet and greet. Smile, meet the parents, shake their hands, high five the birthday child and their friends, and then just kind of show them in. Here's where you put your gifts. Go ahead and sit down. We've got some coloring sheets for you when we're waiting for all our friends to get here. As guests arrive, just make sure that they know that they're not going to go on the mat right now, that we're saving that for the birthday party, and they'll get to play up on there as soon as possible. As we go through this party schedule, just know that this is the schedule without presents. I did put a schedule in there if they insist on opening presents, and we'll go over that real quick as well. Then I take about 45 minutes once everybody arrives. You bring all the kids on the mat. I sit them in a circle. It creates a organized environment where you can see each kid, talk to them, have them introduce themselves, tell their favorite ice cream flavor, or something awesome about themselves, or how they met the birthday kid. And when they're doing that, I have them put their name on the birthday board. I think this has gone over really well. The kids like to sign it, and the birthday kid thinks it's a great take-home gift to remember their party. Once everybody has been introduced, you go over the rules. When your coach is talking, you are not. Safety first, and have fun. Make sure you help them practice our "we are the best" attention getter so that they are focused and are able to pay attention to you when you need to talk to them. I always like to practice it, maybe like a run around. Hey guys, when I say go, you're going to run around really fast. And when I say we are, you stop, look, and listen and say the best. Or I have them, bear crawl, or they can be sneaky ninjas on the mat. That's a good way to practice that as well. So make sure that you're going over that they're still not playing on the equipment. They like to jump on the Wave Masters and grab the nunchucks and things like that. So make sure they're not doing that. Next, I usually use the vinyl spots. I have them line up on the spot. Always our birthday kid is first, and they get to learn some cool karate moves. A guard stance is awesome. I always try and trick them, left guard, right guard, have them go real fast, and practice that. And then we usually practice some karates like punches and knee strikes and things like that, so that they can feel like they're real ninjas and be able to play our games. The next thing we do is a focus game. We work on focus through playing with the balloons. So now they get to play musical balloons. You play your music and they get to punch up the balloon, keep it in the air. If it falls down, they're out. Turn the music up and down so they stop and start, just like musical chairs. And then you can always do knee strikes. You can do head. They like using their head to keep the balloon up. And the last time I usually say it's a free-for-all, however you want, punches, knees, head, but any ninja move is great. Then we play the relay race game where they are doing some skills, running, punching a pad, kicking a pad, running around the pad, doing some exercises, keeps them active and keeps them busy. Playing Sneaky Ninja. Sneaky Ninja is a great game too. And you'll see the rules and all the supplies that you need. It's a good game to bring the level back down after they're running and punching and kicking and racing. I always like to bring them back down and do something a little bit quieter. It shows the parents that we can have control of a lot of kids at once, and that we keep, we add in things that there's action and activity, but there's also time when they are quiet and calm. So the next thing we do is like practice our board breaking techniques. You want to make sure you're practicing your hammer strike using the hammer part of your hand, and the knee, making sure you're bringing that knee up nice and strong. They can use their front knee or back knee. It's either way, but a lot of times when you're in a guarding stance, using your back knee is a lot easier. Then you have the kids line up on the edge of the mat and have them use the restroom, wash their hands, get ready for singing happy birthday or having their snack or what have you. The next 30 minutes, you want to make sure you have them sit down. If there's food being served, go ahead and help the parents pass that out. Tell the kids we're going to bring it to you, so go ahead and have a seat. We'll go ahead and serve you. It's just like our lunchtime or snack time in after school or summer camp. We want to make sure we are deterring them getting up and running around as much as possible. If they're finished, we go ahead and bring our trash cans around just like we do in our regular snack time. If food is not being served, you have them sit. I always like to have them gather around the cake table. Go ahead and sit down, and then we can sing happy birthday. And we always assist the birthday child with cutting their cake with the sword. It's actually kind of heavy, so I think I'll throw a picture in here real quick to show you how Coach Samantha just kind of goes behind them and helps them cut, and that way it's safe. And once they cut it, take it away immediately. I always take it right into the office and then clean it and put it away, because they will want to play with that. It's a really cool thing. So after you do that, have the kids go back, sit down, pass out the cake, they eat their cake. And during this time, especially if you're not helping clean up and things like that, I go and set up the obstacle course and then come back, help clean up some of the cake plates and things like that, have the kids wash their hands and line up on the edge of the mat. Then the next thing we do is get them on the edge of the mat. We go over how to go through the obstacle course, have them go around a couple times. Playing music at this time is a really fun thing as well. And stop the music about 10 minutes before the party starts, okay? Or before the party finishes. Next thing, what I'd like to go over is if you do have presents, typically that playtime is the same, but during the cake and the eating time is when we go ahead and do the opening presents. And the last 15 minutes of your birthday party will be have the child break their board. Make sure you're taking pictures with everyone around, thumbs up, smiles, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for coming, and hand out your 30-day You're Awesome certificates. I usually say something like, as a gift from birthday child, you all receive 30 days free to come in and train in karate. You'll get your own white belt. You'll get to break your own board. Make sure you're bringing the certificate back to qualify. Next, this is just kind of an overview. It's somewhat what you're used to with our after-school summer camp schedules. Gives you a little bit of an idea, time frame in a simpler form. Then I go into our games, skills, and drills. Pro tip, teach the kids and practice the We Are the Best attention getter. This is really important during your games because you want to be able to get their attention when you want to end the game or something's happening. And typically just saying, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, is not the best way to get their attention. I went over all the karate techniques, things that you can do, your supplies needed, board breaking techniques, same thing that I just said, everything that you would need. Here's everything for the balloon focus game, as well as your technique relay race and your sneaky ninja game. Make sure you're gathering those items before the party. It's kind of hard when you have to go to the other side of the mat and search for what you need. That's always where chaos can happen. All right, and then last but not least, here's our ninja obstacle course. So you can go through those things and be able to have a really fun end of the party game for them. Our post-birthday party checklist. This is when everything is finished. You say your last goodbyes, parents walk out the door, make sure you lock the door, and then throw away all the tablecloths. Obviously, if they are the plastic ones. If they are the stretchy ones that we put on, go ahead and put those in on the desk in the office and we'll get those washed. Sweep the floor, mop the floor if needed. Sometimes they get a little messy, so we don't want icing all over. Wipe down the tables and chairs. Tables and chairs can remain in setup the way they are unless we ask you to do otherwise. Put the coloring sheets and coloring bins away. Bins in the office or back in the rolling carts. Pop all the balloons and pick up all the pieces. Make sure you throw those away. That is a safety hazard. Put away all items for games where you found them, please. Turn off the speaker and put it back by the desk. Clean the sword. I usually use just a wet paper towel. Put it back in the office with the birthday bin. Clean off the whiteboard and put it by the door. Put the QR code and sign up list on the desk in the office for our admin. Put the extra 30-day You're Awesome certificates back in the office. Double check that everything is clean and tour ready. We want to make sure that the next thing that we come into, we're not having to do a lot of cleanup, and that just helps us as a team. Turn out the lights in the breaker box, all that are on, just turn them off. clock out. Make sure you clock out and then lock the door.